As I'm sitting here thinking about all that's going on around us, what's happening in the church, what has happened to the church? It has changed. In 20 years, it has changed so much. I can remember 20 years ago that, if there were people in need or people that were battling, that the church used to step out and help. The ministry of compassion and the Dorcas ministries and all the others, open doors, those ministries that used to help the poor, the needy, that seems to have faded away. Now people just worry about themselves and don't worry about anybody else. As it says in Matthew, don't ask me to quote exactly, but it says that because of the lawlessness that's abounding, it says the love of many will grow cold. That means that they lose the ability to have compassion and mercy on those that are suffering. And it seems to be happening at an alarming rate. I see so many suffering Christians, and they all suffer on their own because the church doesn't step up and help at all anymore. I mean, I grew up poor, and I remember once a month, left on our doorstep was a box of all dry goods like flour, sugar, um, pasta, all the things, soups, things you could use. It would help us. Then it wasn't a king's ransom, but it helped us get through the month. It was the difference between starving and surviving. And I grew up with the church doing it, but you don't you have the church doing that anymore. And now the church expects us to pay them, and they don't help with the giving of alms. I don't know if that's right or if that's wrong, but that doesn't feel right to me. I mean, the church is all, God's heart has always been about helping the widow, the orphan, the needy. 1 John 3 verse 17, if you have the means to help the poor, but turn your nose up in the air and ignore them, that's the Bible then says, how are you a Christian if you can't help those around you that are in need? Yeah, but that seems to be the norm nowadays. I don't know, is it just me? But in my little town here in the Eastern Cape, we don't even have a soup kitchen for the poor anymore. They closed that down years ago. Long ago we used to have a soup. Okay, the soup kitchen was just like once a week, but we're not feeding the poor. We're not helping the needy. That's wrong somehow, I feel. Anyway, I know it's God's heart to help those that are in need.